Fox News alert. The check is almost in the mail. Millions of American families affected by the COVID-19 outbreak due to get cash from the federal government.
Assuming it makes it through the House. So who qualifies and how much will you get? Joining us to crunch the numbers, CPA Gene Marks. So thanks for coming on this morning. We do appreciate it. We're going to start off with just the broad summary here, the max that people will get, and a lot of people are going to be getting these checks. Go through this for us, if you could.
Yeah, that's sure. And good morning to both of you guys. So now that the bill has passed, if you're an individual, you can expect to get a $1,200 check as long as you are making less than $75,000 a year. If you're a married couple, that amount is doubled. You get a $2,400 check as long as you're making less than $150,000 a year. If you have children and you're under those limits, you get a $500 additional for each kid. So those are the broad stance of what it is, and that's what you're going to expect to receive.
Okay, so people will get less if they make above a certain amount. Can you break that down for us?
Sure. So if you go over $75,000 individually, or if you go through over $150,000 as a married couple, I won't talk about head of household because we'll talk about individuals and married for now. Your check goes down, and it will go down by $50 for each $1,000 over that amount. Ultimately, if you're making $99,000 or more as an individual, or if you are making $198,000 or more as a married couple, you're not going to be getting any checks at all.
Yeah, and we can put that up. Let's put that up on the screen, too, just so people can visualize it here. You've got the phase-out beginning at $75,000, the complete phase-out. So once you get to $99,000, you're not getting any money, but you're going to get some all the way up to $99, from $75 to $99. It dwindles down. And then for the married couples, $150 to $198. Let's go to the next one here real quick, just to give a couple of examples. So if you're a single person in this country making less than $75,000, no kids, you're going to get $1,200.
That's correct.
And then one more here. Let's just do one more here on my side. A single person making less or making $90,000. So you're in that zone where you're being phased out a little bit. You're going to get $450, and then less and less as you get closer to $99,000.
That's exactly right. And just remember, you're making $90,000, which is $15,000 more than the $75,000 phase out. So your amount is going down by $50 for each $1,000 in extra income. Yeah. That's the calculation that you do. It lowers your amount from $1,200 down to $450.
And a married couple with 2 kids, you get $500 per kid, making less than $150,000. You get a lot of money. Right. You get $3,400. Is that money going directly into people's bank accounts? Can they expect a check? And when will they get that first payment?
It's a great question. So for starters, the government is going to try and do as much as they can by direct deposit because that is the quickest way to do it. But if you don't have direct deposit set up with either the IRS or the Social Security Administration, you're going to be getting a check.
Will taxes be taken out of it?
No taxes will be taken out, and it will be a non-taxable payment. The government is saying, Secretary Treasury Mnuchin is saying it should take just 2 to 3 weeks. Most of us CPAs think it's going to take a little bit longer. You should probably expect it, I think, somewhere in the next month or so. And again, that is actually quicker than what it was in past government bailouts, believe it or not, where some of them took up to 2 or 3 months. So you're looking at just about a month or so to get that money in your hands.
And Gene, what about people who are over 65? If you're retired, Social Security, what do they get?
Yep. They're getting. They will also get a check as well as their retiree. The biggest issue that you have with people over 65 and also very lower income people is that the government is going to be doing this calculation based on your tax returns. So if you filed your tax return in 2019, that's great. If not, they will still look back to 2018, and then they will base it based on that. Some people of lower income, don't have to file tax returns, and some retirees don't have to file tax returns either, which makes it a little more complicated. But if you're getting, you asked about over 65 people, if you are getting payments through the Social Security Administration, and the government is going to be using that data to find you, calculate what you should earn, and then get the check to you that way.
All right, getting money in people's pockets so that we can all keep on spending. Gene Marks, thank you so much for breaking that down. That's a good one for people to know.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Stay safe.